Tatum. And Jayson, you are no longer a rookie. How does that sound to you right now?
Everything I did last year was rookie this, rookie that. He's a rook. Now just an NBA player.
But wait, hold on. I've heard a rumor out there that you're still a rookie until you play your first game of the second season. Has Aaron Baines thrown that
They
your way?
tried that. I'm a young.
said
I'm a
You're,
young
you're
vet.
not going with it.
Uh-uh.
But you do look back at last season, and a lot was expected of you, and you were able to step up time and time again. How would you summarize your rookie season?
Uh, it was a lot better than I expected, especially on a bigger stage than I thought it was going to be, and the playoffs really had a lot to do with that. And it was great, a great rookie year, and I'll always remember that and just hopefully continue to build off that.
Now, with that comes a lot of outside expectations. I mean, there's some rankings out there. I won't name any of the websites, but some of them have you as like a top 20, top 25 player already heading into year two, which is incredible. I mean, I've never seen, since I've been here, a rookie burst onto the scene like that with the Celtics. So how much attention do you pay to the outside noise and those expectations? Or do you just only play under your expectations?
Yeah, I'd really only focus on my expectations. I never pay attention to the outside things, whether they're really good or really bad. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion and how they feel about players. And my job is just to go out there and play and do what I love. So I just focus on what I do.
Well, right now they're all really good, just to put that out there. There is no really bad.
When you did come in, there was we saw just with you your confidence, and really nothing much phased you really. Where did that come from, and how were you able to kind of look like you expedited your learning curve really?
It has a lot to do with where I'm from and how my parents raised me, and I think it's just my demeanor. I'm always calm and laid back. That's just how I always am. So that's how I play, is just relax. And I mean, it's basketball at the end of the day, so it's supposed to be fun, and I just go out there and try to have fun.
Talk about how you were brought up, and one thing I want to ask you about is just the resources you've had throughout your life from a basketball perspective. Your godfather, Larry Hughes, you've been really good friends with Bradley Beal for a long time. You've had Kyrie in your corner. How has that assisted you in your growth on the basketball court, for the last 6-7 years of your life?
Oh, man, I'm very blessed and fortunate to have a lot of good people in my corner, and just a lot of older guys with a lot of wisdom to, help me along the way. And I appreciate that more than they know.
What's some of the the top notes in terms of wisdom that you've picked up over the years that some of those guys have instilled in you that you've carried through you in these first season plus here now that you're going into in the NBA?
I think just by their actions, things that they've, shown and done for me, and then just always been there anytime I ever had a question, or just have the ability to reach out for anything, and guys always willing to help.
Jayson, we spoke about your first welcome to the NBA moment going up against LeBron James on opening night, but a lot has changed since then. Following Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, you guys hugged, embraced in the middle of the court. What is that like for you to know that you have the respect of one of the best players in the NBA?
Of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it means everything, especially coming from somebody like him. You know, even though we're both in the NBA, that moment, I will always remember it. It was definitely bigger to me than it probably was to him. He probably doesn't know the impact that can have on young guys like myself that are trying to earn the respect of players like him. So it was a great moment. I'm thankful.
What did he say to you? Exactly.
Can't tell you.
Okay.
I know what he
Thought
did
maybe
do.
some time had passed that you would maybe.
He
Share
showed you a
us
little
the
more
secret.
love than he did on Twitter years back, right?
Yeah.
Finally, the guy comes over and says something to you. But no, let's talk about a couple other, high-level basketball players that you worked out with this summer. I mean, you got some time with Kobe, right? What was that like?
It was like a dream
That's
come
your
true.
idol, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite basketball player of all time. So to have that interaction with him on a real, personal level, that really meant the world to me because I had all his jerseys, his shoes, posters in my room, and now we're both in the gym, working out together, and I still can't believe it.
Were you a little nervous at all, kind of seeing him and trying to take the advice as well?
I tried to play it cool, but my heart was
Not a good
fast.
actor? You couldn't hold it in? So also Penny Hardaway. So when you look at all of the workouts that you had with those two guys, and Kobe and Penny, a couple of really, really high-level players in the NBA, what was the main takeaway that you took from those sessions? And maybe if you took a different one from each session, what were they?
Really, just to get in their mind and their mindset, and how they approach the game, and how they approach each year. Something I really found valuable in those conversations.
So how did they approach each year?
I mean, they were kind of the same. They both had that killer mentality, and now obviously everybody knows how great Kobe is, and Penny Hardaway was first team All-NBA his second year in the league, so those are two of the best players.
I saw on Instagram you recently got some new tattoos. You have the St. Louis Till the World Blows, and then you have Deuce, like father, like son, your son. Just how much do you attribute your success and your support to your family? I know Brandy, your mom, is a huge support for you and plays a huge role in your life as well.
Oh yeah, man. Family is everything to me. They've always been so supportive of me and my dream ever since I started playing basketball, and I can't thank them enough. Helping me get to where I am today.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about, in coming from you, that strength was the one thing you wanted to concentrate mostly on this summer. And for everyone out there, it's not always about the weight that you gain when you're talking about strength. It's literally like the strength that you have in some exercises that you can feel on the court. Is there any tangible evidence that you can tell us in terms of improved strength that you've seen over the course of the summer?
Yeah, that was the biggest key for me. I understand that I'm still young, and it probably wouldn't be smart to throw on a bunch of weight, right now. But just to, get my core stronger, and just keep getting my legs stronger, and over time it'll come, where I get really, really big, hopefully. But right now, just trying to get strong and stay healthy to play this season and try to stay durable the entire year.
So with some exercises you've seen, some in terms of the weight that you're lifting with your legs, things like that. And Corey, you've seen an improvement in terms of weight that you can lift and reps that you can do in the different exercises. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've seen it, while we were playing pickup.
Yep.
It's not as easy to bump me anymore and push me around. So that's a start.
Jayson, we have Grant who wants to know what excites you the most
Wait, you
about
missed Jayson. He started with the
Jayson.
exclamation point.
What excites you the most about being able to play with Gordon and Kyrie back now?
I think just to finally have our entire team, our full team, and those guys are just excited, to get back on the floor as we are to have them back. So, just to be out there and build that chemistry from tomorrow until the end of the season.
What do you think that's going to be like for you to build that chemistry again? Had it with Kyrie, but Gordon kind of reintegrating himself back in.
Because chemistry is just as important to a winning team as the players you have on that team. You can have a lot of talent, but you got to figure out a way to play well with each other.
I feel like this is a little bit like Duke and Kentucky, where every year so much talent is on the team that everyone's like, oh, how are they going to work out? And there's so much talent on this team. So how will you guys make this work?
Because we have a lot of great, high character guys on this team that are willing to put other things to the side to better enhance our team. And all we care about is winning. That's all that matters.
Awesome. Jayson, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
Getting started tomorrow. We'll be there.
Gotcha.
All right. Thanks, Jayson.
Thank you. And Marcus Morris is coming up.